Montego Bay Convention Center, the Caribbean's most sophisticated and sought-after convention facilities. And Thai Flora Services Limited, Jamaica's full-service florists, bring your vision to life.
Today on Vibes Cuisine, the wonderful state-of-the-art Montego Bay Convention Center.
Today on the Vibes Cuisine Great Jamaican Eating Tour, we visit an exciting new addition to the island's offerings for local and overseas clients, the beautiful Montego Bay Convention Center. We tour the impressive facilities and also have award-winning executive chef Randy Anderson whip up some culinary creations in Jamaica's largest state-of-the-art kitchen. On today's menu is coconut-crusted goat cheese and callaloo stuffed best-dressed chicken breast. Are you ready to get cooking?
It's time for the Caribbean cooking show with international flavor, Vibes Cuisine.
A recent exciting development for Jamaica and especially the North Coast's elegant corridor was the opening of the beautiful Montego Bay Convention Center. Well planned and designed, it is impressive in many ways. Architecturally, it delivers so much and incorporates several design elements. Elevated, it has a dramatic view of the coastline with a backdrop of the mountains. There's the grandeur of the old Georgian-style public buildings seen in Jamaica, with cut stone work dominating the exterior, along with large green plantation-style shutters. Yet there is enough glass and chrome to give it all a very modern feel. There are the water features, narrow, long, shallow pools, all calming and tranquil. The interior decor has an Asian influence in the cherry wood finishing and lattice work screens, and it's super elegant, marble tiles and stylish furniture. In terms of functionality, it is equipped to host almost any type of event you might require.
No matter what your event requires, meetings, weddings, banquets, or a trade show, the beautiful Montego Bay Convention Center can host it all.
The center is located on prime land at Rose Hall, owned by Michelle Rollins, who donated 35 acres for the venture.
One of the things about Mrs. Rollins is that she is a big promoter of Jamaica, so this was something that was easy for her to do. She has been very supportive in us really getting going here, so that is something that everyone should be very grateful.
The complex is the first of its kind in the Caribbean, owned by the local Urban Development Corporation, funded by a US $45 million loan from Exim Bank of China and built by the Chinese. The property is managed by SMG, the world leader in venue management, marketing and development that has provided management services to more than 220 public assembly facilities worldwide.
Stadiums, arenas, theaters, convention centers, and a few other things. So we have been around a long time, since the early 70s, and are very experienced in all these different avenues to make sure that we know how to market and to operate facilities of this kind. The Montego Bay Convention Center is the first one in the English-speaking Caribbean. We do manage the one in Puerto Rico, but we say advertise as English-speaking because obviously Puerto Rico is Spanish-speaking.
General Manager Didi Guys returned home to oversee the venue, bringing over 30 years of international experience.
Actually, I have been in the hospitality business over 30 years, about 33 years. And I have most of my career has been in the US. But I was born in Portland. I left when I was 2 years old, and I was educated and raised in England. My career is vastly in the US. I've worked with SMGs for many years. And when we heard of this project 7 years ago, it was my dream that we would acquire this project, because I wanted to come back and give Jamaica the experience that I've had in England and in the US, and I wanted to be able to be the general manager of this facility. I was already a general manager. I've been a general manager in Kansas City, Missouri, Columbus, Ohio, Philadelphia, managing much bigger facilities than these. The one in Philadelphia is over 1 million square feet, just the exhibit space alone. The ballroom at that facility is bigger than the exhibit space here, but it wasn't the size that was really the importance to me. It was the prestige of having to head up the first of its kind in the Caribbean, and also from a personal standpoint, I wanted to bring back to my homeland my experience that I've acquired in England and the US.
The new facility is a great addition to Jamaica's tourism product.
The exhibit hall itself is over 58,000 square feet, so we can do a lot of trade shows and exhibits in there. The ballroom is just under 19,000 square feet. It's the biggest of its kind so far in the Caribbean, and it's very grand with all its plush carpeting and everything else. And a lot of really nice banquets can be held in there. And the meeting room building, what I like about that, you can be so self-contained. If you're big enough for that whole building, you can do everything in there without worrying about anything else with the rest of the complex. That particular building, from a local standpoint, has been very popular, and of course the ballroom. But you know, why we're here is one of the things that we need to note. The hotels in this area felt that they were losing their share out in the hospitality industry when it comes to the bigger meetings. They did not have the capacity to do the big exhibits, nor the big ballrooms. So we have worked very well with these hotels to promote us as an annex to them, so that we can bring in the bigger business and fill the hotels, especially on the down season when it's not high season.
Right.
And that's when you will get a lot of international conventions that are coming in.
In addition to the exhibition, meeting and ballroom spaces, the beautiful grounds present other options.
We have a courtyard space which is right in front of the grand ballroom, which we have done some big receptions there. We've held concerts there already. And then we have another space which is just a brick area, which is just a side of the extension to the exhibit space. And that's over 20-something thousand square feet. So we have a lot of really great outdoors area that we can adapt and do different things with. Well, the uniqueness of the location, the architectural style and the view of the ocean, we have found that a lot of brides have been very encouraged. What they like about it is different. It's unusual. It's not the same old, and the sceneries and the different ways they can take photographs and the different settings that we can do has really encouraged them to want to bring their weddings here. And we have a very good chef too, which obviously is one of the things that we have to be certain that the food is at their standard.
How you feel about being back in Jamaica after all of these years?
Well, it's a proud moment for me because I have been in the hospitality industry over 30-something years. So this to me, it was where I wanted to end up. And having this facility built and then being able to come here as general manager, I just feel like a new mother that's gotten a child, and now I get the opportunity to help it grow. What was the exciting part of it is being able to choose all the staff, and we had a lot of people that really applied for positions. For the first round, we had about 12 positions that were getting on the board, and we had over 2,500 applicants. So one thing I can tell you, the people that are here as the staff have been well and truly chosen and very qualified in their different positions to manage this center.
We're the culinary team of the Montego Bay Convention Center, and you're watching
Cuisine.